Hello, and welcome to Miss Bell's classroom. Today in class, we're going to be talking about different types of dogs. So this lesson won't include all dogs. It might not include your favorite dog, but I'm sorry if I don't mention your favorite dog. These are kind of more of the traditional dogs, that were seen, years ago, hundreds, maybe even 500, 700 years ago. So I think that should be interesting, and I hope that you enjoy this lesson. So we'll be talking about the sporting group of dogs, the hound group, the toy group, the terrier group, the herding group, and the working group, and then some of the non-sporting dogs as well. So to start off, we're going to talk about the sporting group. So the first dog that we're going to talk about is the English Springer Spaniel. And this dog originated from Europe. It was during the 1600s, and it was an ideal companion dog for hunters in Europe, so it's kind of a hunting dog. It was used in all types of terrain, especially ones with thick brambles. They have they're black or white, kind of, or black or whitish, or they might have the tan marks on them, as you can see, but they've got the nice long coat. And this is a English Springer Spaniel. So the next dog is a Cocker Spaniel. And the origin of this breed came to the United States in 1868. The Cocker Spaniel has retained its early classification in the sporting group, and it's recognized as the smallest member of the sporting group of this dog family. And when you see these dogs, there's many colors, so maybe a golden color, this kind of whitish, also maybe a more brown, black. They come in many colors, but they've got this beautiful long fur. Next dog is the Irish Setter. And this dog originated several hundred years ago in Ireland. It was used for bird hunting due to its speed and endurance. The coat color is usually this beautiful mahogany red or golden chestnut. It's got a very outgoing temperament, so it's just very friendly dogs. This is the Irish Setter. Next dog is my favorite, the Golden Retriever. And this dog originated in Scotland around 1865. It was bred to retrieve, wild fowl. And today, these dogs are often used as guide dogs, but they've got their rich, golden coat, and some coats are wavy, some are straight. But they're very friendly, and they have an intelligent expression. So those are just some of the sporting dogs. And go ahead and just leave these over here. So the next group of dogs that we're going to talk about are the Hounds. These are sporting. So the first one we're going to talk about is the Afghan Hound. And so it's believed that the Afghan Hound existed thousands of years ago in Egypt, and the breed was discovered by the Western world in Afghanistan during the early 1800s. It's used for hunting and pursuing game by sight, and kind of followed huntsmen on horseback sometimes. So they've got this beautiful, long, silky hair, as you can see. This is the Afghan Hound. Next one is the Beagle. So this was the first this dog was first known as a distinct breed in the 16th century in England. It's got a smooth coat with the black or brown, and usually white. So you can see it's got the brown, the black, and the white. It hunts by scent and kind of resembles a foxhound. So there's two types of beagles. There's the 13-inch and the 15-inch. So the next hound is the Norwegian elk hound, and this dog was traced back all the way to 4000 BC to 5000 BC with the early Vikings. It has been used to defend flocks from wolves, bears, to protect man from wild animals. It's used to hunt elk as well. So as you can see, the fur is kind of gray with, more dark hair. Ears point up. It's got a dark muzzle, and that's the Norwegian elk hound. So the next group that we're going to talk about is the toy breed. Toy group. So the first one that we're going to talk about today is the Pekingese, and I think I'm saying that right. So this was held sacred in China, which was the land of this dog's origin. It was the introduction of the breed into the Western world occurred around 1860 in England. It was used as a watchdog, and it has kind of red, fawn, black, and tan, sable, brindle, white, and it can be multicolor as well. The next dog is the Shih Tzu, and this is native to the Tibet and was bred in China since the 17th century. So the name of the breed means lion dog, and this dog is represented in a lot of Chinese art. It's got long, luxurious hair, and if you have one of these dogs, you'd know that they're trusting and affectionate, and they make a good house dog. A lot of people today make these dogs have shorter fur though, so they don't really have the long, luxurious hair. So the next dog is the Lhasa Apso, and this breed originated from the country of Tibet, and the breed is very easily trained and, known for its kindness. It was used as a guard dog because of the intelligence, quick hearing, and an instinct for distinguishing intimates and strangers. All colors are kind of, acceptable with this breed. Got heavy, straight, hard, not woolly or silky, and it's got a good length for the hair. is the Papillon. And so this dog was seen around 700 years ago. It was seen in many Renaissance photographs, and it goes back to Europe around 700 years. So it was also, a popular dog in Italy, and then eventually moved to France. So it's a good companion dog as well. And the last toy dog today we're going to talk about is the Italian Greyhound. So this dog, they're kind of known for their elegance and the way they prance and run, but they have a long head, as you can see, kind of very pointy head there, and they've got, they're usually, kind of known as like the running dogs. They can be used for races. So a dog like the Italian Greyhound was found around 6,000 years ago in Egypt, but it was brought to Europe and then later developed by the Romans. So, this breed has been favored by, the Queen Victoria, Anne of Denmark, so lots of royalty have, been able to enjoy this breed. So that's the toy breed. So the next group we're going to talk about is the terrier. And let's see here. I'm just going to start there. So the first terrier that we're going to talk about is the smooth-coated fox terrier. So this breed is English in an origin and dates back to the 1800s. In 1984, the AKC approved separate breed standards for the smooth-coated fox terrier and the wire fox terrier. It was used to hunt dead animals and was noted for its courage. So, these dogs can have brindle, red, or, liver markings. But, the markings aren't important to this breed. So this is the Cairn Terrier. And as you can see, it's got this shaggy outer coat with a soft, downy-like undercoat. The coat comes in red, brindle, blackish, sand, and various shades of gray. It's about 14 inches tall, or not tall, so from the head to the back, it's pretty small. And it has very small, pointed ears, as you can see. And it's been known since the 1500s, but, became more popular in the 1900s. And it is one of Scotland's original terriers. And it was named after, a pile of several stones that they would protect from animals. The stones were used to cover graves and mark borders. That is a terrier. The next one is the Airedale Terrier. So it's a large terrier with a kind of wiry coat, with a soft undercoat, and a long flat head and a deep chest. So its coat makes it resistant to dampness, and it's usually tanned with black. It was developed about 100 years ago in the country of York, and it's named for the Valley of the Aire in England. It was used, as a hunter, and, it's been hunting in many different countries, continents like Africa, India, and Canada are some of the well-known ones. And this is the Airedale Terrier. And it was actually used as a police dog in World War II. The next terrier is the Australian Terrier. As you can see, it's got these pointy ears, nice long fur. So this dog dates back to the 1860s. It was used to guard mines and herd sheep. It has a good sense of smell and great eyesight. It's one of the smallest working terriers. Sometimes it has faults such as, shy or maybe being aggressive. So the next dog is the Skye Terrier, the last terrier that we'll talk about today. So this originated from the Isle of Skye, near the northwest coast of Scotland. Became the pet for the English kind of royalty. The hair on the head kind of falls over the four eyes, as you can see there. And the colors range, grew dark gray, blue, or fawn are typical colors for this dog. These are the terriers. The next group that we're going to talk about is the herding group. So this is a Shetland sheepdog, and this breed of dog was kind of descended from the collies, border collies, that were brought to the Scottish island of Scotland. The collies developed in miniature because of the environment. A form being kind of crossed with small border collies led to this dog. It was used to herd cattle, sheep, or really any farm animal. Typically they have kind of black coats with brown or white. They could be blue merle or sable. Usually marked, with varying amounts as well. So this is a herding dog, and it comes from the collies. Don't know if I'll have room for all of these. Another herding dog is the Old English Sheepdog. So this was developed in England's West County by farmers needing kind of a dog to drive livestock to the market. So it was widely used in agriculture areas by the 19th century. And the exact ancestry is not known for this dog, but it's been a guard dog, sled dog, and a retriever as well. You can see it has gray shade. They can become in blue or kind of blue merle, and sometimes they have markings, sometimes they don't. So this is the Old English Sheepdog. The next herding dog, which this one kind of surprised me, was the Corgi. So this dog dates back to the early 12th century. And you can see it's got this dark tail, it's got a very long body, pointy ears. But this is the Corgi. These are some of the herding dogs, not all of them. Like the Border Collies, Australian Shepherds. I can think of. So the next type of dogs that we're going to talk about today are the working dogs. So the first one that we're going to talk about is the Alaskan Malamute. So this dog, to me, looks very similar to Husky, but Husky is also a working dog. So this dog was descended from the Arctic wolf. It was first used 2,000 to 3,000 years ago by Alaskan Eskimos. One of the oldest Arctic dogs, and it was bred from outside strains with the increase of popularity of sled racing as a sport. The usual colors kind of range from this white with that gray. Sometimes there's a brown, tint in there as well. That is the Alaskan Malamute. It's a working dog. And the next dog is the Siberian Husky. So this dog actually originated from northeastern Asia as an endurance sled dog. The breed was brought to Alaska in 1909 to compete in the Alaska sweepstakes races. It was used as a sled dog as early as in many generations. So all colors for huskies, gray, brown. There's a variety of markings on the breeds as well. These are the working dogs. And the next breed of dogs are the non-sporting group. So the first one that we have here is the Poodle. And the Poodle originated in Germany, where it was known as the Puddle. For years, it has been known as the national dog of France. It was commonly used as a retriever and as a circus trick dog. Poodles are very smart. The coat is an even and solid color. Sometimes it could be blue, gray, silver, brown, apricot, many different colors. Many people like to groom their poodles into different designs like here. This is a poodle. We have the Dalmatian. So this Dalmatian was kind of known as a coach dog because it was used to kind of follow the horse-drawn carrier. Today, this dog is more known as kind of like a firehouse dog, but it's known for its, spots. The next dog is a boxer. So the boxer originated in Germany in the 19th century. It was, used for dog fighting, but it also was used for police dogs, a guard dog, but you can see they've got these pointed ears, different markings, different colors for boxers as well, sometimes brown, gray, brindle, they have a variety. And then the last dog that we're going to talk about today is the Pug. And this dog was developed in China, then imported to England in the 16th century. The color is usually a silver or apricot fawn with black mask, so mask here. They've got a playful and loving temperament. Those are our non-sporting dogs. So as you can see, these are just some of the dogs that we see and know today. I did not cover all dogs, so I'm sorry if I missed your dog or your favorite kind of dog. But thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I will see you later.